Hey guys, it is Abby. How are you? Tonight I am coming from another one of our city's metro parks. This one I really like. It's like botanical type gardens. And the layout is pretty cool. They have like all these little formal gardens with different topiaries, and as you can see behind me, tons of different flowers, plants, arbors. And then they have some walking trails, and they have a little kids garden where they have little water features and different things for kids to play with and do, sandboxes and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty neat park. I used to bring my kids over to the little kid area, and back on the opposite end of these formal gardens, there's kind of a clearing, and I actually took some yoga classes there a long time ago, so that was pretty fun to be able to do that out in the open in nature. Something that I enjoy, obviously. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the scenery, and I hope you enjoy this video. Got blue. I don't get busted because there's a big fat sign right as you walk in that says no smoking, tobacco free. Anyway, so I had someone write in and ask me about advertising and how it has changed the smoking culture over the years. I thought it was a pretty interesting topic. Because some of these I do remember. It says, "Hey there, Abby. Before I start, I just wanted to let you know how much I enjoy your channel. I so look forward to seeing your new videos and following along with the many interesting stories you discuss. From the 60s until probably the late 90s, tobacco advertising was huge. Anybody alive during that period of time will know how prevalent cigarette advertising was. It was everywhere, on TV, the radio, magazines, billboards, taxi cabs, buses, and the list goes on and on." It really was. I was a little kid back then, in the 70s, but yeah, so I definitely remember some of those. Says, when Virginia Slims were introduced in 1968, a new step for women was paved. It was the first cigarette for women only. Slimmer than the fatter cigarettes men smoke, with flavor women like. This was new in the U.S. A cigarette marketed for and only for today's woman. I'll leave pictures, videos, and links below if you'd like to see some of the early advertising, and I may just pop a few in here to share with you all. They were marketed in the slim striped purse pack and were marginally successful very quickly too. When you get the chance to look at some of this media, what do you think about it? Do you think this advertising got women hooked on big tobacco? What would this look like if it was never restricted or banned? How would the models be portrayed? Thank you for listening to my rambles and questions, Abby. I hope to hear back from you and see more great content from you. With best regards, a dedicated Abby Haute fan." Well, thank you for sharing the pictures and the videos in response, and for being a fan. I have fans now. Woo. Anyway, it says I was born in the 70s, so I do remember some of them. I definitely remember seeing some of the women smoking in these videos, I do think for sure that it definitely had an influence on women smoking cigarettes. It was looked at as glamorous, and and a woman smoking a cigarette was viewed as beautiful and glamorous and sophisticated, especially with the Virginia Slims, the long ones. So I do think that that had a bearing on women and cigarettes. I do think, just like with any advertising, I have taken marketing courses and advertising courses before, and really that's what advertising is: knowing who your target audience is, what they want, what appeals to them, and how you're going to draw them in. And of course you're going to use those tools in your marketing and in your advertising to draw them in. Obviously boosting sales for you, and portraying women that way in those ads. I'm sure that that made them sell like hotcakes, and I'm sure that if it was portrayed the same way now, I think you would still, well, if it was in advertising at all, I think you would not have so many people be anti-smoking. For sure. And I think too that if it was still in advertising now, it would be more popular, and you wouldn't have so many people looking down on people who smoke. So yeah, I think that would definitely have a profound effect if they could still market it that way. I kind of feel like it would definitely be more socially acceptable for sure. But more than anything, the big tobacco companies and cigarettes and smoking and all that deals with politics and money. It's what makes our country go round, I guess. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist or anything by that means, but really that's why cigarettes haven't been, in my opinion, that's why cigarettes haven't been banned altogether, is because of money. They can impose different things, and tobacco companies find workarounds, and they keep them selling. Obviously they haven't gone away yet. So I mean, if they totally banned it altogether, that I think that would be, just like anything else, like prohibition, marijuana. You take it away from people and tell them they can't, and they just want it more, and they're going to find a way to get around it anyway. So yeah, I think that definitely has a profound effect on how things started, and advertising plays a large part in anything we do or see. Look at when you are on Google or Facebook or Instagram or any of those social medias, you look up one thing and those algorithms pick it up, and next thing you know, you're seeing ads for stuff. Shoot, you didn't even have to look it up. You could just be talking about it, pop up your phone, and boom, there it is. So sure, yeah. I think it would be more socially acceptable for sure, and I think that more people would be doing it if it was allowed to be advertised, and especially women. So that's my take on that, and I want to thank you for writing in. I appreciate and do read and eventually respond to everybody's letters. Thank you so much for maybe the larger gap that has been over the last couple weeks with me traveling kind of back home and getting back into the swing of things here. So it's catch-up time in Abby Houte's world, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.